I'm coming in, man.
I can hear you. All right, man. Come on, I sent you the link.
I got it, man. Is this the
All right.
where is the what StreamYard?
Nah, we on Riverside.
Okay, go to studio. All right, y'all in there?
Yeah, I put the link in Messenger. Yeah. I set everything up. We waiting on
Use
you.
headphones. I'm not using headphones. Join the studio. All right, there we
All
go.
right.
There you go. How y'all doing? All right, let me just before we.
Start button all the way up to your neck.
Sometimes you wanna, you got a lady in your presence. You wanna look your best. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me. Y'all don't hear no feedback from me, nothing like that. So we good to go. I don't hear anything. How you doing, boss lady?
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing well. Doing well. Okay. All right.
Where Rob at?
Give me 1 second and then we can start, y'all. Hold on.
See how the nigga ignore me when you get in business with your family? And
Hold on, man. Hold on. I'm doing something, man. Hold on, man. I'm doing something. Hold on. Mute that. Mute this mic. Hold on. What the fuck is this black ass nigga at?
Hey, everybody cleared up.
Yeah. Once we start recording, that shit gonna be good. My shit good. All right.
All right. Guys, okay, the last thing I'm going to ask you is did you put the link in the chat or did you put it in the email? You put it in the chat?
Yeah, I need to email them. I can email them. You need
No,
to email them?
that's fine. We'll just keep going. Let's go. All right. Time waits for nobody, and we got to keep it moving. All right. Well, once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning into the G.A.M.E show. And today we have a special guest. And I'm going to let her talk a little bit about herself. But also, I wanted to say we're also going to be waiting for our brother Rob to chime in right now. So it's usually a 3-man podcast. But today we are graced with the presence of a queen, Miss Boss Lady. So before we do anything, just give us a little bit of background about yourself and how you came to, even get on our radar as far as and what you do. You know what I'm saying?
As you stated, my name is Boss Lady. My government name is Larry Heath. I'm born and raised in G.A.M.E, Liberty City, to be exact.
40s to be exact.
The 40s. I'm a 40s girl. I came to be on your radar because of your cousin, Flo. Me and him went to middle school together. I would have went to high school with them, but I chose a different path. I then matriculated to Florida A&M University, where I got my boss lady's name from a guy I was dealing with at the time. And he just looked at me one day and was like, you look like your name needs to be boss lady. So here we are. I am into real estate. I am currently in Atlanta because I have 3 Airbnbs up here, so frequently I have to come and check on business. I'm also
You at the Airbnb right now? Because that backyard looks stupendous. That backyard is for coyotes at night.
Sometimes I seen a fox or whatever. No, I'm actually at my mom's home.
Mm-hmm.
So we have 3 properties here, 4 properties here in Atlanta.
Pop your shit. Pop your shit, man.
Absolutely. I'm also into business coaching. So I also teach other people to begin an Airbnb business or what we call short-term rental, which could be verbal or online booking, any type of service to rent your property. I'm in the credit restoration sector as well. I do prepare my people because I believe in ownership. It makes no sense to get your credit right just to rent. So anytime I have a client, we're focusing on moving to the next level, which is within ownership. I'm also looking now to pivot into the sports arena. I know a few people who have sons that maybe, yeah.
Explain.
Maybe an agent.
Oh,
Somebody
okay.
become an agent.
Okay.
You know, I know people that know people. You know, so
Yeah.
I'm just an all around, I guess, city girl. So I do some of this, some of this, some of that, some of everything.
So let me ask you a question. If you found a candidate or a client and they had great credit already, could you lead them into a space of, you know, where to buy properties at in Atlanta, things of that nature, deals in Atlanta?
Absolutely. Not only Atlanta, Florida, because my roots are Miami-Dade County.
But where's the money at? Where's the money at? Is it in Florida or Atlanta?
Money wherever you are. So if you can get to the money, it don't matter where they put you, you'll get to it.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm one of those.
Right. And so what's the difference as far as the business strategy for long-term rentals versus the Airbnb, you know, the short-term rental game?
Long-term rentals, mostly people are looking for families or somebody that's going to be in their property for a long period of time, who they assume or feel they're going to take care of their property. So people who do the long-term game mostly are in Section 8 or, you know, they have renters, or depending on the style of home they have, depends on the long-term, I guess, tenants, you would say. For short-term, I can make the same amount that a renter would give their landlord within 3 months. I can make that in 1 month on a short-term rental because I offer everything. So with short-term rental, you generally will have your lights, your water, your cable, furniture. You come as is with your bag. Opposed to long-term.
That's your house. It's almost like your residence.
Right. It's just a base rent, and that's all you can get. Where with short-term, next week I can charge significantly higher depending on what's going on in the area, opposed to keep capping it at a certain rent per month. So the earning potential is greater in short-term.
Wow, because I always was wondering, like during those off-peak seasons, where there's not, you know, something going on in that area, you know, how do you offset those rents? Are you coming out of pocket? But as you stated, you know, the way you structure it financially is that you got people coming week to week. You're making up for those months that where it may be slow.
And not only that, I do good business as well. So I have a lot of repeat guests. They say I make their visit feel like home, so they always reach out to me first before they go to anybody else. And of course, in addition to that, you're also able to, say for example, I'll say a couple months ago, I got a insurance claim person. So with the insurance claim, they're just looking to make sure the person is housed. And sometimes it doesn't matter at what rate. So when I got the insurance claim person, they stayed for 2 months, and I was almost able to net, after I paid my bills, $8,000.
Nice.
In addition to what I already had. So with that, I learned to go ahead and just pay up bills, you know, because I don't know the force of the future. Sometimes it's slow, sometimes it's not. So if I already have that covered, I'm okay. And it's just adding to what is already there.
So let me ask you one more question. Now, you see a lot of this this Karen bullshit be going on in these neighborhoods, right? Where you got the black people, they may, you know, rent out the Airbnb. They might be walking to the store or something, and then the neighbors are like, you know, what's going on? Have you ever encountered something where it was almost like some type of, you know, prejudice to the neighborhood, or your properties in those cool upscale black neighborhoods where, you know, we be like, we watching, but we ain't gonna really carrying you out. You know what I'm saying?
Well, actually, now that you bring that up, I did have a Karen situation from my neighbor when I first purchased my home. And what baffled me was they were people of color. But, right, exactly.
Shoot this
but
motherfucker.
This
motherfucker.
Yes. They Karen the hell out of
Hold on. So we got a new phrase, and I think we're going to coin it on this show. It's when you get Barbara. You know what Barbara is? Barbara is that old black woman that's probably like a Delta, and she a little cold, she a little corny. She not with hip hop. She like listen to a lot of Gladys Knight and the Temptations and Shirley Caesar.
Right.
She wear a fucking hat every time she go to church. She wear kitten heels. You know what I'm talking about? She wear fucking kitten heels. And she don't like nobody with a fat ass. And she just be like, Barbara. That's the new term. For all you black uppity people that don't like certain types of black people, that's a name for you. So what happened? They was like fucking with you the whole time?
They were, because I had HOA. I'm in a community that has HOA.
Mm-hmm.
They were sending letters to the HOA. They were sending,
They was putting banana pudding on your porch and shit? Like, they was doing racist shit?
No. The funny thing about it was, they would see me and won't bring up the situation or won't say anything to me when they see me.
Mm-hmm.
But they'll wait till I'm done, and then they send emails and letters and all of this stuff. Long story short, they ended up moving because I wasn't going nowhere, and my money was coming.
Damn.
So they had to fight or flight, and I don't think they wanted to.
Wow. You think it was a they perceived, you know, they see us, we come from this generation, you probably got your hairstyle a certain way or whatever. Did they perceive, was it a class thing where they perceived, where they thought, you know, they thought they were better? Or did they come from like long Jack and Jill money? Do you know what Jack and Jill is? You know, Jack and Jill is this association of these real bougie niggas that keep their bougie ass kids together. It's like a, you know, it's like they have debutante balls and they have like, they be out in Cape Cod. They do a lot of rich nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you think it was a class issue or do you think it was just, they were just hating on you?
I think it was hating. To be honest, I think they would say because I say blue. So I think it was more so, oh my gosh, she always got people over there. And
don't tell me you that type of neighbor. Oh no, you the party and barbecue neighbor.
No, it's the Airbnb. It wasn't me, it was the Airbnb. So
okay.
I have rules and things of that nature, but I can't police people, especially when they pay a certain amount of money. So we had to figure it out. I sent cookies, I sent edible arrangements. I apologize, but they ended up moving.
Okay, because that's one thing I always wondered, right? If you have a guest,
bear with me one moment.
Your Airbnb or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, the neighbor gets upset. Like is that really you? Or that's the neighbor, because I have got a couple Airbnbs. I had my me and my wife had our bachelorette party at an Airbnb. The police came. I said, man, I'm about to get married, man. What the fuck going on?
It's not us as the host, right? Because we generally send you an email saying rules like, please don't do this and that, but you can't police people. So all you can do is hope for the best.
You know what? I don't think I'm a Karen or a Barbara, but I can definitely be a George. I can definitely be a Lester. I can be a Lester. Because I don't want to hear all them loud-ass niggas twerking and I put the fat chick on these niggas. Because you know when niggas get their back in the backyard, they start dancing, they start barbecuing, they start pouring up Hennessy, huh?
I'll say this. The guests that gave me the most problems were affluent. Yes. With the higher, upper echelon class.
Well, what you mean?
They probably the hardest though.
Who, Jewish? Some Jewish people?
Because they got more money. They got more
Yeah, they used to fucking up stuff. Yo, when you rich, you used to fucking up stuff and having people come clean it up. When you grew up kind of poor, getting your ass whooped, you be like, hey man, clean that shit up, man. Hey man.
Those are my best guests. They clean well. They make sure everything is put back so nicely. They keep in contact. It's the people with the money that I have the most problems with.
When I was
so
leaving
it
at
always feel like that,
Lester. I'm like, what's his name from House Party? The old man hanging out the window like, I paid $15,000 for this house. I don't want to hear no goddamn public minimum. Go dance with your big ass.
Yeah, rest in peace to John Witherspoon, man. That was John Witherspoon.
But it's an influx of younger people buying more homes. So if you don't want all of that, you need to go buy way in the back deep woods and be by yourself. Because if you buy in a community, most people that are purchasing in communities are younger people. So they gonna party.
Well, they have some problems in LA because you got a high homeless population in California. And they showed where people were moving into people's Airbnbs or they Verbos, whatever them called, and these people weren't leaving. These people was like, man, fuck that. I ain't leaving. It's my house. I'm like, how would you handle a situation like that? Do you have goons on deck? Do you have some big country neck bone eating goons to get them the fuck up out of there?
That shit ain't happening in Atlanta though.
I mean, it does happen in Atlanta for one, and for two, I'm from G.A.M.E. So I walk up in my own house and I put people out if I have to. But with mine, I have remote, so I can control like who goes in and out of my home. So if everybody leaves and if I want to, I can lock them out and change all of the codes and they won't get it.
Damn.
So I always hold the big jokers. Like, I'm not one to play. Again, I'm from Dade County, so I know what it is. And they're not going to play with me.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that boss shit right there. She said, I hold a big fucking joker.
Yeah.
All right, so I got a question. You know, your name is Boss Lady. That's the name of your companies, your businesses. That's what you go by. So, all right, so by having a name like Boss Lady, what type of men you dating? Because, you know, we see this red pill, blue pill, this matrix type shit going on.
She in Atlanta.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, before she say anything, hold on, Gas. Hold on.
You about to say some crazy shit about Atlanta.
Hold on, Gas. Before she says...
I'm visiting Atlanta.
Okay. Let me see. She's got her head together. She's business-minded. She's a boss. She went to school. What's your girlfriend name?
Ma, what?
Cut the shit. What's your girlfriend name? Is she a big red bone named Simone with muscles and a little?
Hey, look, your auntie over here shaking her head. Yeah.
What's your girlfriend name? You got all this going on. You're beautiful. What's going on? What's her name? Letitia?
Unfortunately,
Shamika.
She got a tattoo on her neck. She look like Young and Man.
no.
Ooh. All right, go ahead.
I like my men older, and I like them on the same path or level as me. So, with that being said, I need a boss as well, and I'm like, oh, female.
So you, oh my God, here we go with this bullshit tonight. Hey, boss lady, I was with you until 15:58 until that alpha lady woman bullshit came out your mouth. You gotta stop. Can you just say that? Can you just say this?
Okay, I'm a dominant woman. I'll say that. I won't say the alpha.
How about you're an ambitious woman?
No, I'm not. I'm past ambitious.
No, because to be a dominant woman means that you won't ever be dominated. And in order to be, and from what I've understood love to be, it has to be a little compromise. The man gets dominated in some points, the woman gets dominated. So if you're dominant, how can you ever be dominated?
Because as a dominant, well, I'll say this. As a leader,
I like that.
As a dominant,
I like. Take the dominant out. Take that out.
Right.
As a leader.
And then we gonna ask where your whip at. If you say dominant one more time, we gonna ask where's the leather suit and the whip and the paddle.
Oh no.
That's what I'm saying.
I'll say as a leader, you know when to lead and when to be led. So I'll say that. So with that, I need a man that's comfortable to me leading him as well as I am following him.
So I see a beautiful brown sugar woman. Tell me those Caucasoid devils, do they try to get at you?
I love black men so much. I don't even know. I can't even tell you because I have rose-colored glasses. No, I only see black people.
Now, let me ask you this question. With the path that you're on, I find this. Now, this is crazy. I'm in the DMV today, right? I'm getting this. Dear America, I had a situation, and I'll be the first to admit I had a situation. I had an interlock on my car, and I learned my lesson. I will never touch an alcoholic beverage in a vehicle. But I'm in the DMV, and nothing but Latino women and black women are in this DMV. And something said, look at these women's hands. So I looked at every woman's hand in there. I looked, even the chubby Latino one. She had a wedding ring on. The little nondescript Latino looked like turkey bacon. She had a ring on. Then I look at the black women. It was a few black women in there that was kind of decent, you know, normal black women. And no ring on their hand. So would you forego finding that true partner, that true level of understanding and unconditional love for the sake of just being with a black man and hoping that there's a black man for you that's not, you know, got 3 other women chasing him just as fine, just as doing what you're doing? Would you forego that color thing to find that supreme thing, which is love?
No.
You're a racist, and I like it.
Black people can't be racist.
That's racist. You know why you're racist?
Black people can't be racist.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's preference.
No, I'm gonna tell you why that's racist. Racism is prejudice with power. As a black woman, mother of the earth, you are exercising prejudice, and you have the power.
Preference to be with my black men, my black gods, my black kings. What God created us to be with.
Would you wait in eternity for that?
I will, if I have to.
Okay. Would you share?
Share what?
A man. A king.
Share him with another one, sure. As long as I'm able to have mine as well. Like, we gonna be... What we not gonna do. Right.
Goddamn. We got a show tonight. So... But, see...
What happened?
And see, now, you seem smart enough to realize... And I don't think, because you're from the South, you wouldn't say no wild shit. Girls up in the North say wild shit. They say wow, egregious shit. They say, well, you know what? Well, if you got to share me, you know, if I got to share you, you got to share me. What kind of bullshit is...
No.
See?
I'm big on communication, right?
Mm-hmm.
And once we have an understanding about everything first quarter, there's nothing else to worry about.
I think that's a Dade County mentality, though. I think that's a Dade County...
No, that's not.
You cannot expect women from around the country to think like Dade County women. It's two women that are down to bust a gun and bust a brick and fuck a cracker up at the same time. That is women from Oakland, the Bay Area, and women from Miami with a little gold in their mouth. If they got a little gold in their mouth, leave them alone. If they grew up eating conch fritters, leave them alone. So, with you being a boss lady and you doing this, do you find it hard dating? Or are you just like, you know what? You like to have a good time. You're not too serious. You know where men are in this dating stratosphere, so you're not expecting much. Or are you seriously dating? And what does that look like for you?
I'm in between. So I'm still in a healing journey, which I'm, healing within myself from past traumas, either been relationships, childhood trauma, whatever it is. So I'm still working towards that as well as dating. So it kind of makes it hard because I'm aware and my third eye is open and I know everything now. So it's a certain things I'm just not gonna.
I think the greatest line Erica Badu ever said is, "This world changed so much since I became conscious." Once you become conscious, the worst thing I think in life is to become conscious. I think I would have rather stayed dumb. I really wish I had a never picked up The Message to the Black Man by Elijah Muhammad. I wish I had a never learned my mathematics and became God body. I wish I had a never became a black nationalist, because it throws everything off.
And so with my chakras, going to my ancestors for everything, and it's just like, yeah, no, I'm good.
You know what? For a lot of black people with trauma, I've been doing some research on this technique, and it's called ayahuasca. And ayahuasca is a hallucinogenic. Right, you've heard about it, right? It's a hallucinogenic. It's an experience. You know, they take you out somewhere in the woods. They got shamans.
Yep. You have to be with somebody. Yep.
Yeah.
I was thinking about doing it myself. I don't know which one though. I don't know if I want to do.
They have one in Puerto Rico. I think I'm gonna do that one, but I do not. I don't know if I want to do it with a mate or just do it solo, because there's so many things that you uncover when you do this.
Right.
It's like you might be like, yo, you might say the wildest shit like that you can't come back from. And Gas, I'm gonna lean into you with this question, and you can talk to the peanut gallery for this. Do you think that when couples go to therapy together, right, are they able to have a line where they say this is therapy talk, and we dead this shit when we get it, once we leave, or do you be in bed like thinking about the shit they said in therapy, and is there a rule in therapy that you can't bring it up in the bedroom?
I ain't gonna lie. When me and my wife went to therapy, we ain't talk about it afterwards.
Dang, y'all some strong motherfuckers. Y'all some strong motherfuckers.
I ain't gonna lie. You can't be a weak woman and be with me, because you know what I'm saying. I got a strong family. I have a strong personality. So once we laid down the rules, no matter how hard it was, shit, she stuck with it. But our therapy sessions wasn't that bad, man. People just need to go to therapy to get, because you know people already talk like therapists. Oh, when you know, because you know they watch a lot of TikTok. I watch a lot of TikTok too. I diagnose it. I would diagnose you, nigga.
I don't want no nigga that don't have a fucking degree from them white people with a snake around it, and they say you can tell me what the fuck to do. You. Hold on, let boss lady chime in. Boss lady, talk to me.
I said that's a psychologist who they can prescribe you medicine.
No, a psychiatrist. No, a psychiatrist.
I'm sorry. They can prescribe medicine, but a therapist, they don't necessarily have to have the stake with the snake and all of that.
Yeah, but I don't want a nigga telling.
I go to therapy too.
I don't want a nigga telling me what to do.
You know, man, you might be talking to one of your homeboys and he might be saying, dog, you know what's wrong with you? Nigga, you been listening to Tupac and watching TikTok. We ain't going for that.
And you off Casamigo, and you probably on a perk. And you sit up there like...
I have a perk 30 at that.
You at there like...
So when you actually go to therapy, they tell you this is how you build, you know, healthy relationships.
But I know what they tell us, but the exercise of it, I mean, what I was trying to delve into is with the strength that it took not to bring that shit up in therapy.
Nah, we used to go ham in therapy, and the therapist used to be a video, like a Zoom call therapy session.
Oh, no, y'all ain't go in the room?
Nah.
Oh, fuck that. I gotta be in the room.
Like during COVID.
I need a mediator, because she might jump on me.
They started that shit, but nah, me and her wasn't together. Everybody, it was like 3 screens like this.
Oh.
So the therapist used to see the therapist sit up in her chair like, and you know, most of the time for men, when you get into a therapy session and you done did wrong, and you know me and my background, I had done some wrong. So the thing is, you have to eat that wrong. It's like, remember Gladiators? They used to watch Gladiators? And they be standing on the podium and they got the big ass stick and
they hitting each other like bang, 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 bang.
So it's like that, except for I ain't got no stick. I'm just kind of weaving. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get out the way. And you know, sometimes you get hit, boom, and you just gotta
but and not to cut you off,
get hit again.
I think that having a partner that's willing to admit wrong is, now I don't know the levels of y'all relationship. I love y'all, but I'm sure that you're not married to Jesus. So, and even he probably fucked up a few times. He probably got drunk and hit the L a few times and said, "Hey, Mary Magdalene, go lift that dress up."
Jesus ain't actually telling us about his wife. So as far as that goes, you know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of like.
But is it a willingness in two people willing to admit wrong? Because what I found out, and I'm gonna direct this to Boss Lady. Boss Lady, have you ever been accused in your relationships of not being accountable at times for your wrong?
Absolutely.
Why is it that women have the biggest fucking... Men apologize all day. A man wake up apologize. If your dick ain't hard in the morning, babe, I apologize. Hey, I ain't wake up early enough to take the kid. I apologize. Yo, I ain't throw out the meat. Pause. I apologize. Yo, I'm a little late to pick you up for work. Babe, I apologize. Men are always apologizing. Women
hold on, let me say this real quick. Men are always apologizing, but you have to, how can I say it? You have to orchestrate your apology.
Then it ain't sincere. Then you're a fronting ass nigga. If you gotta orchestrate an apology, you're a fronting ass nigga. You fronting.
If you apologize on the regular, hear me out now. If you apologize on the regular, it becomes the norm. So what you have to do is really sit somebody down, slow their mind down, slow everything down, and be like, hey, sit, calm down. Hey, listen, I'm sorry. Because if y'all in the midst of moving, you got kids, you might have in-laws, you might have whatever you got, a car or something that's giving you problems. So in the midst of that, you're like, oh, damn, my bad. Which would be considered an apology. If I tell one of my homeboys my bad, he like, oh, boy, that's good. Set it up. But with a woman, you got to say, hey, slow down. And that's one thing I learned. It's not.
I'm not saying that. You've learned the art of negotiation, compromise. Whether you learned it through being in prison, you had to learn how to fucking compromise, right? But I'm talking about.
I love the box in prison.
No, I'm not talking about nothing physical. I'm not talking about nothing physical.
Box to me in prison, they punish you with alone time. You can't punish an only child with alone time. And they realize that.
I'm the only child.
They realize.
Shout out to the only children in this motherfucker, because all three of us are selfish motherfuckers.
Okay, my mom only pushed one of these out. My mom only pushed one of these out. And what they used to do is, hey, Palmer, we're going to put you in the kitchen. And this kind of off topic, but what I was saying was, you say I learned to compromise through prison. And you really can't threaten an only child with alone time in prison. And they realized that. They stopped sending me to the box. You know what I'm saying? I had my family come for a visit. I ain't gonna talk about your cousin. We gonna talk about your cousin on another episode. I was like, hey, damn, man.
Fuck that nigga. I don't know that nigga.
You kind of treated my family like shit when they came here. Oh, you talking shit to me?
But I don't want to deviate. I don't want to deviate. What I want to get you to the point is saying that how many you came in. Men come into shit willing to apologize. But that's because you guys are always doing something. You have to apologize.
No, the fuck. I gotta ride with on that, dog.
Sometimes us women, it's harder for us to apologize because we are always on top of it. So it's
who the fuck? No, y'all not. First off, no. Most of the
things we are on top of. Don't get me wrong. Now, I'm old enough to know now when to say I'm sorry, but yes, prior to me working on myself, no, I'm never wrong. It be y'all.
No.
And the thing is, the thing that I personally learned relationships when you enter, I mean, I'm probably not gonna be in another relationship, but the thing is, if you're gonna be in a relationship at this age, you better go into that shit with a perfect streak. Because you can't have a flaw staying within that relationship, because then it becomes basically the apologies and everything you did becomes invalid.
Well, the first
Because
rule,
once you
the
hurt
first
somebody's
rule
feelings,
is
good.
do not accuse or say shit that you don't have proof for. Now, my homegirl, I'm gonna give y'all a wild story. My homegirl, she
All
50,
right.
she
Do it.
51 years old, beautiful, built like a stallion.
51?
51, built bad as a motherfucker. She make about $250,000 a year. She live in Princeton and can't get a nigga, right? So I'm her friend, and she telling me, she's like, well, you know, I don't like to waste my time with these niggas. Most of these niggas' dicks don't get hard. They either got little dicks or they swag ain't what I like and all this type of shit. And I'm like,
they got bad insurance because they giving them pills out, man. You got some good insurance.
No.
They giving
There's certain things
you hard through the weekend.
You can't make a peanut a watermelon. I mean, fuck what you do. You can't inject nothing in a peanut and make it. But what she was saying is that. So I'm like, how are you dating? And she's like, you know, we talk. She a talker. And she like, within the first week, she want to see a dick picture, right? Because she like, what's the point in me doing all of this, going out with you, spending all this time, and your dick ain't what I like? So case in point, she met a dude at the supermarket. She liked this nigga. They started talking for a week. He sent her the dick picture. She was like, oh, I like the dick picture. So she calls him over to do some work around the house. He can't do one thing. He calls his friend over.
Hold on. What's she asking to do? Did she ask him to insulate the attic?
No, listen, man. No, fuck all that. Listen, stick to the point. She asked him to do what...
That matters, though. That matters.
She asked him...
Lay pipe?
No. Y'all joking. She asked him maybe tighten this up.
I ain't joking.
No. Listen. She asked him to do little shit. Tighten this up. Screw this in. Do this. Build this shelf. Little shit. But then she needed some electrical something. And he was like, well, my homeboy could do it. So he called his homeboy over. She was like, oh, his homeboy was handsome. The dude she was dating had to leave. And he left his homeboy there fixing the electricity for about 3 or 4 hours, right? So I said, did you suck his dick or did you fuck the nigga? She's like, none of that. But when the dude I was kicking it with came back, I said, let's all chill together and let's have drinks. And I said, so you ain't fucked this nigga, but now you got his friend in, and now you want to have drinks with 2 men. Long story short, the first nigga she met at the supermarket sent her a long text and was like, you need therapy. You got a lot of hoe in you. You got a lot of hoe in you, and he blocked her. He blocked the...
Why? But did she fuck the other nigga? You said no, right?
She ain't fucked the other nigga. But the other nigga, and what I told her, I said, he stopped his whole vibe with you because he saw something in you. You was moving crazy.
That ain't moving crazy.
Then the next... Hold on.
She saw opportunity and she went for it. That ain't moving crazy because y'all niggas do it all the time.
Not at 51. When you're 51 and you didn't... When your dude left, you were supposed to tell that other dude, you know what? You could come back tomorrow when y'all two come together. You were never supposed to allow that man to stay at your house. It's certain rules.
And she needed electrical work done. That's a serious ass job. I ain't gonna lie with the woman on this one. If the nigga fix my electrical problem, I can't give him a drink. Nigga.
Wait. Technically, she wasn't really with the other nigga. She was just trying to see what was up. And happened to fall up on her.
He saw her the dick pic. She didn't feel
She
it.
did right.
No. She said the dick pic was cool. She said, okay.
Yeah, but this nigga fixed wires. You get what I'm saying?
Like, they ain't do nothing. It's all fair game. She ain't do nothing wrong.
I think that.
If he feel and he felt
So
like
hold on. I
he
missed. Hold on. So after that, hold on. After that, she had to get a surgery done, some goofy surgery, where they won't let you leave the hospital without a ride. So she called the supermarket dude, and supermarket dude was like, "Damn, I'm kind of busy. I can't. I got something going on with my kids. I wish I could." So she was like, "Well,"
after he sent the dick pic.
she said, "Well, can your friend give me a ride?" So she called his friend, and his friend was like, "Yeah, I'll give you a ride." So then supermarket nigga just sits up.
Sure, give you a ride. You better fucking believe it.
I think she played the game all the way wrong. You shouldn't even know a nigga friend number. As a woman,
But she asked the friend first. She asked the friend, "Can your friend give me a ride?"
Let's get to the wait. Let's get to the root and the basics. When you started this conversation about said friend, you said that she was dating. You did not say she belonged or she was going with supermarket guy. So by all means, she's a single woman. She does not have to owe him any type of camaraderie or he's my man, he's my dude, when that's not what's going on.
I ain't gonna lie, that's a woman's point of view. But supermarket guy might be thinking, once I send you this dick pic, bitch, we locked in. I send you this dick pic. Once I see that it say red and you heart it or you respond to it, you just give me one thing, bitch, we locked in. So
without penetration, how you locked in without even feeling it?
I don't know what he thinking, but he can't think like that. That's his right.
you know what?
Bitch, we locked in.
I ain't gonna, boss lady, you foul for that, because I'm gonna tell you, I know a lot of women. That don't count dick in. The dick could be in, but they be like, it wasn't no motion. It was like, it was just. Yo, women got a foul way of putting niggas in category.
Wait.
Women be like, yo, hold on, it was in, but it ain't go back and forth. That shit don't count. You like, what? It was in your.
And I'll go back to how you say certain women from certain areas think differently. Because if he's not my nigga and he's not my man, and I don't have no type of loyalty or nothing to him,
And he can't
the
fix
friend,
these wires.
right,
Shit, short, and I can't plug up my blow dryer.
And then the friend comes and the friend can fix the plumbing.
And she was like, he was handsome. I was like, so you was check.
And he was available for me when I needed, grocery guy. Grocery guy didn't even say, I'll send you an Uber. He just said, no, I can't come. At least
Yeah, it's 2023. You gotta make a ride happen, bro.
Nah, he probably seen the way you moved when both of them was in the crib, and he like, plus you got 200,000. You make 200 bands. You got your own Uber
None of
money.
them got no pussy. You can't say somebody moving wrong if you ain't got the pussy. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, where supermarket man fucked up at was he didn't hit it before he brought his man over.
The electrician. Electrical work done and you ain't got no pussy, sir.
Right.
You deserve whatever come with this.
That's why I tell niggas.
If supermarket man hit, then you all, by all means, you can say she was moving foul and she shouldn't have did that and all that. Because if I hit, and I'm vibing with him and he bring his friend, I don't see nobody else. I ain't even talking to dude. Dude asking son, I'm asking the dude I'm vibing with. Like, you gonna go get your friends or what? Like,
But what I was telling her, boss lady, not to cut you, hold on, guys, not to cut you off. Let me land this real quick. What I was telling her is that at 51, she was like, you know, I ain't had no dick in like a year and a half, and I was like, you are coming into the dating world too hot, and what that means is that you need.
What's the address? We need to get her some toys and shit. Cause she.
I said, yo,
right
first off, I was like, don't you have any ex-boyfriends? She was like, they bitch ass niggas. I was like, clue number one. That must mean you a bitch ass nigga. If you ain't got, and you 51, and you ain't got somebody to knock you off, so when you go on dates, you can actually date. Dear women in America, let me help you. When you go on a date with a nigga and he spent $200, $300, and he have a great night with you and all of that fly shit, and he goes and you don't give him no pussy, he's going home, or he's not even going home. He's pulling up your block and he's texting a girl he's been fucking to get him right. And guess what she's doing? She's doing the exact same thing that you're doing. If both of y'all could look at each other, she be in her bed like calling this goofy ass nigga that never did nothing right for her, but he could fuck. She's drunk and she's full off your food. And he's high off your vibe. So he's calling someone else. Go ahead, boss lady. Let's talk this shit now. We're talking the 305 shit now.
So you telling me because I'm not gonna say a nigga because a man, because I don't want to deal with no nigga. Because a man.
You look like you like a few niggas. You like some niggerish quality. But go ahead, go ahead.
I do. But at the same time, he needs to know how to put on the suit and tie between the hours of 9 to 5 and say, certain things. Well, that's neither here nor there. But you're saying because he spends $200 to $300 on me for a date that I got to go back and later.
No, I didn't say that. No, boss lady, you interpreted it wrong. You interpreted it wrong. I said if a dude spends that, right? And there is no pressure, and he's like, damn, it's 10:30. You need to be home to go to work. And he really drop you off smooth. You know what I mean? Give you the little hug, kiss you on the cheek, might kiss you on the, good night, babe. You know, I had a good time, right? That nigga is pulling up 2 blocks from your house on his phone like this. Leave the door open. He got somebody that he is saying leave the door open to. And especially if it's been a month or at least 2 months and y'all been dating and vibe been good, but you know, you've been trying to be good. He been trying to not be a whore.
2 months?
No, because sometimes you come in with your better selves. You don't want, she don't want to, you know, she done had 3 shots of Casa. She want to suck a little dick, but she don't want to do it tonight with you because she's trying to see where you're at with it. She might like a few qualities. He may say, you know what, she's kind of cute. I like her. I don't want to push up and really, I know I could if I asked her, but I ain't going to really show her my nasty self. So they both fronting a little bit. But they leave the date horny and nasty. They not fucking each other, but they gonna fuck somebody else. That's the reality. That is reality. They're gonna fuck somebody else.
And because you said that, it's the reason most women of my caliber or higher may be leery of the dating pool. Because I get my own way. I can say it's by myself. But I shouldn't have to be boggled down to I have to sleep with you.
No. You're missing the point, Cece.
Here's the point.
You put the onus. You put the onus on yourself. I said that the dude is not even looking for that. He's not even looking for that from you. He just gonna go.
The fact that he is leaving me to look for that for someone else. No, I don't want nobody.
But that's not your problem. Don't worry about that. That has nothing to do with you. That's like you in a nigga car. Are you worried about his car note? If you in a nigga Bentley, are you worried about his car note?
No.
Right. You just like the ride. So at the end of the day, you had a great date. You don't give a fuck what he had to do to finish it on his end, right?
Okay. I feel you.
He's not pressuring you. He ain't like, damn, a nigga can't come in. Like, damn, who you live? You know all the questions when a nigga want to come in. He driving, he like, yo, the first question nigga gonna say is, what time you gotta go to work? When a nigga asks you, what time you gotta go to work? That already lets you know where his mind is at. Number 2 is who you live with. He gonna ask you that again because you might come clean in the car. During the date, you might be like, you know what? This condo is killing me, but driving you home. She be like, you know what? I live in the pork and beans with my aunt, and
Okay, I hear you.
so it's not. Don't put it on men. Don't put it on men. But you're
I'm not putting it on me, but I get it because I've been there before. I've been like, what's up? What we finna do? Like, I need to see what's going on. And I need to see what's going on.
You know the worst feeling in the world?
It depends.
And I never had this feeling in my life, but I had a friend tell me, the worst thing is going on a great date and don't have nowhere to take a woman. You ain't even got no hotel money. When neither one of y'all live by yourself, this is called the bum date. When 2 bums are dating, right? And they can't even make it happen. They like,
I like you.
I got a question. Do you date, you on a level, and Ebony K. Williams said this about a couple weeks ago. She's like, I'm a boss. I want to date on a boss level. I went the bus driver.
You said that shit a couple months ago, and she's a fucking retard.
No, let me talk to a boss. You didn't grow a vagina in the last hour. So let me ask you.
Man, you said boss, not a lady. So why are we associating? Why are we associating vaginas with the word boss, nigga?
Because all bosses come from them, whether they female or men. But at the end of the day, how do you feel about dating what people would call, and I hate to use this, the blue collar guy? He's not an owner. This nigga don't own it. He don't own a mechanic shop. He might be the supervisor of the bus terminal. Or he might be just a bus nigga. How do you feel about dating that guy?
All right, boss lady, I'm going to let you answer that. But I want some time on that.
Okay.
I want some motherfucking time on that.
Okay, go ahead.
And I ain't the regular degular.
Okay.
But go ahead, boss lady. We gonna let you answer.
Okay. Me myself personally, I do not mind dating a blue collar man. At the same time, with his blue collarness, he would need to have some type of ambition in addition to that, whether it's at his job or aside from that. So we do have people that work every day who aspire to be maybe the head bus driver or maybe the manager of that said bus depot, or have other ambitions to maybe eventually get their own bus and start their company. Like there has to be.
What if that ain't his? What if he want to fucking retire?
Hold on. Let's not extend that because I see you about to take off. I can look at your face. You about to get on the rocket shit. Maybe it's because I'm from Miami, but when you look that shit up, I did my research because I felt like this bitch was out of line. Ebony K. Williams, what are you?
But no, but let boss lady land.
Hold on.
Okay.
Ebony K. Williams, are you a certified lawyer? You taking cases? You taking criminal cases, civil cases? What determines your salary?
You're nitpicking.
That's one.
You're nitpicking.
I'm not nitpicking because
You're
you said
nitpicking
you
on that
boss.
black woman. You're nitpicking, nigga. You're nitpicking. You're like, what kind of lawyer is you? Are you a patent lawyer? She's a motherfucking lawyer, and she's on TV, nigga.
And it's bus drivers that can make $100,000 a year.
Okay.
So what the fuck? Hold on.
But she want the nigga to be trying to aspire to open up his own. What if he don't want to do none of that shit? What if he just want to come home?
What if he don't want to do none of that shit, but he getting 50, 60, 100 hours overtime? That puts him in a $100,000 category, man.
He don't have no time for her.
In every state, a fucking transit bus driver is not I make $10 an hour type of nigga.
Hold on.
Making 27, 31, $38 an hour.
Boss lady, talk to me.
Because if you a lawyer,
hold on. Gas.
If you a lawyer, and you Ebony K. Williams, and you're smart, before you even say that, you should already know that a bus driver in California ain't the same as a bus driver in fucking Durham, North Carolina. You spoke
He's
on
still
the
a
national
bus driver,
platform
nigga.
and said,
You missing the whole point.
You tripping.
Gas. I think
Nigga,
you're excited
tripping,
for no
nigga.
reason.
It's bus drivers that make $30, $40 an
She
hour.
don't give a fuck about that. Let me tell you something. When you're a
We
boss,
gotta give a fuck because we
no.
talking about numbers.
$80,000. Let me tell you something. It's hard for me to
Man, you
date.
can't tell me nothing. I know
It's
bus
hard for
drivers
me
that
to
make
date a woman
$100,000
that
a
make.
year.
Hold on. It's hard for me to date a woman that make $80,000.
Nigga, you work on Wall Street. Nigga, do you know? Hold on. Because I always had to do this to you, dog. I always had to do this to you. When we look it up, and these are facts. When you look it up, it only goes so far. Once you make over $100,000 a year, you're in the 10th percentile of the country.
So?
What the fuck she talking about for real?
So?
When you make
But it's the
over
way you make. But you're missing the
250,000
point. You're missing the point. If a nigga gotta work overtime, he gotta do all this shit to make 100 bands.
We assuming.
No. Listen.
We assuming.
Listen.
We don't know if she
You
make
talk-
100 bands.
listen,
She might
listen.
have celebrity, but no
Listen.
actual capital in the bank.
Listen, whatever it is, I'm asking a woman who do it. Fuck what. Let's say we don't know Ebony K. We know Boss Lady. Boss Lady. Right.
All right, I'm gonna let her.
Coming from you, with your level of ambition and what you doing, you meet this bus driver dude. He just want to get his pension, deal with his kids, and hang out and chill and love you. Is that enough for you?
Let me say.
No.
let me say one
I
thing.
asked Boss Lady. You could have
Let me
landed
say
your
one
plane.
thing, just so we have a realistic scenario, because that's the thing. A lot of people be creating non-realistic
We're not talking
scenarios.
about, we don't care about the scenario. We care about the number.
Yes, we do, bro. Because
Fuck if I don't care if he been there for 40 years.
She's in her late 30s. So she meet a man who's been working at the bus company since he was 21. He's 17 years in. He not making no $60,000 a year. I'm sorry, he's not. And we run across those people every day. Am I lying, Boss Lady? I'm gonna let you answer. But at our age, when a nigga say, yeah, I've been working at the bus company since 2002, that nigga ain't making no motherfucking $15 an hour.
Could you let Boss Lady talk, man? Please.
I am. I gotta say that.
All right, you done? Are you done? As you
One of my
finished?
best friends been working at the city of Miami since we graduated, since 2002. This nigga don't make no 18, 20, 21
All
dollars
right,
a year.
all right. Your man, give him a shout out because you repped for him. All right, now, Boss Lady, I want to hear coming from a real boss with a vagina and breast, and that can have baby.
I'm gonna let you get down with that. All
right. Talk to me, Boss
For
Lady.
me, I can only speak for me. For me, in my situation, no, he would not be the ideal man for me. Only because he would not understand my motion and the things that I will have to do in the move I will have to make.
But what if,
So,
hold on, let me put a pin in that real quick. What if he don't need to understand it, but what if he's supportive of the after effect or the before effect? He may say, babe, I'm with you. He may be your battery in your back to make you make the moves. You understand what I'm saying? What if he ain't got to understand P&I? You know what I'm saying? P&L, profit and loss. He just knows he loves you and he's supporting you.
that sounds great, but that's not reality. So nigga going for most of the stuff that I have to do as a woman, maneuvering in this business world. If they're not in the same arena or the same sector, they not gonna get it.
I call that
It's
cap.
gonna show.
That's cap because you ain't driving the bus. You don't know what that nigga go through with niggas on there with.
My daddy was a bus driver, so I very much so know what they go through as well.
Okay.
So yes, I do, and I fuck with the everyday people. Like I didn't just became a boss 10 years ago. This is something new. I worked in 9 to 5 and I get it, so I can effectively say yes and no. It depends. It's only gonna go so far.
Wow. So let me ask you, if you had to pick, would you share a boss nigga? Would you share a boss nigga with another woman or have a regular nigga to yourself?
Man to myself.
Your regular, you'd rather have a regular man, the bus driver, to yourself than Sheila.
Yeah, so all that shit she just said, all that shit is irrelevant.
Hold
That
on.
shit is irrelevant. Hold on. Let me click my button because I'm looking for the toilet bowl.
Nah, you know what I'm about
The toilet bowl sound effect. We have to flush that shit down the toilet. Because a boss nigga who making $1 million right now. Shoot this motherfucker right now.
Right?
No, but
You will be
and boss
sharing
lady,
like
she already-
Karen. You actually
lady
give
already
yourself
know.
the days. You be like, hold on. You and this woman would sit down and be like, so hold on, what day you free, girl? Okay. So we're gonna give him.
What?
What'd you say?
Y'all forgot I'm an only child. I ain't sharing shit. I ain't sharing a fuck thing. She was
All
my
right.
friend.
Now listen,
So-
listen, just for a little history for the fucking the viewers out there, the guests, and also my cousin who's a host right here. Boss lady knew me when I was 12.
Ooh.
She knew me when I was 12. She knew me when I was 12, and so I'm only saying that to say this. Some of the niggas, you know, working at the bus company, or that's a garbage man, or shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Regardless, at our age, if he's starting, boss lady, if he say, yeah, I just got on with this city, okay, you heading for the hills. But if the niggas say, and we in these type of groups where you got, all right, I'm gonna give you an example.
She need a nigga that if she come up with an idea and she say, you know what, I need 20,000 because this shit gonna pop. Well, he could be able to go. And she don't give a fuck if he going to his pension. She don't give a fuck if he going under his mattress. She don't give a fuck if he gonna shake his ass. If he gonna borrow from his kid. He might could borrow from his ex-wife. She don't give a fuck where it come from. She want to know that when I need 20 bands, and it ain't gonna be for no bullshit. She ain't gonna be like, you know what, I'm going to Colombia to get my whole body done. She gonna use this shit to open up a food truck. It shouldn't be a problem. It shouldn't be, hold on now, hold on now, hold on now, hold on. It should be.
Okay, so
So my
boss
nigga
lady,
could come to me and do that. Because my nigga
Okay.
will be able to come to me and do that.
okay, so, nah. Okay,
So a nigga
boss
come to
lady,
you and say, I need 20,000 on this brick.
This nigga cut me off. Okay, so
Okay.
boss lady, you know. See, I can't name for every city. I can't name for every city around the world, but it's a couple cities that if a nigga been driving a bus for 15 years and you go and say, hey, I got this idea, I need to go pull 20 out your pension. He could go.
He gonna do it. He gonna do it. She respect that nigga.
That's why the whole Ebony K. Williams, she way out of bounds. Because she from up north where the bus people make more. And I only got offended because basically what she's saying is you gotta own a bus company. First of all, that's ignorant. That's fucking ignorant because most cities that you go in, the county or the city own the bus terminal. So bitch, what you want the nigga to own? One bus at Greyhound that's always in the negative 18,000? What the fuck you talking about for real? What the fuck you talking about for real? Because if you want a nigga who own a company that's 18,000 in the red every quarter, I'm not a woman, but I would prefer a nigga who's up in the plus working overtime and making 120.
But then he ain't got. But hear me out, and I'm gonna be on the lady's side.
If he have to work all of them hours overtime, he don't have the time for us or me.
So you as a woman, because I did my research. That's the only reason why I could talk as passionate as I'm talking on this subject, because I did my research. And my research shows me that most men who making 1 million and over a year, them niggas is in the 1% to 0.7%
Lanier, and Lanier, let me help you with more numbers that fuck you up worse. That fuck you up even worse.
Hey, I could have got.
I looked into the numbers,
ass, but I didn't.
Right, I looked into the numbers just in my height. I'm 6'5". It's only 2% of niggas in the world that are 6'5".
Okay.
No, hear me out. No, let me break these numbers down. Now let's say a woman.
It's most women, and that's their qualification. How your qualification is the 2 percentile of niggas in America?
In the
Oh,
world.
that shit the dumbest shit ever
Yo,
in the world,
no,
nigga.
no. Let me break it down. This where it gets very fucked up, and this is a word that
Hold
tripped
on,
me
hold
up
on,
in
hold
college.
on. Our cousin just came in, Herb. I got y'all playing through the speakers. Y'all,
But hear me out.
y'all-
It's a word called
y'all-
It's a word called microcosm and macrocosm. So when you look on a macrocosm, 2% of niggas in this world, men in this world, are 6'5". Let's say a woman wants a tall man, right? Then you look at black men that are 6'5". It goes down to
Oh, 2%.
no, it goes down to like 0.008. Then out of that 0.008, you want niggas to be straight, educated, and motivated, and dedicated. So from that 0.008,
And a little thug. And
Yeah.
a hustler. And
yeah,
a
black women want too much out of a man. I know five niggas right now that are doctors, doctor niggas, and all they like is black women with big booties, and they can't find a black woman. They can't. These niggas own mansions that they live in by themselves. And they like, every time I meet a black woman and I date her, she comes to my house, she sees I'm worth all, doing this, like it becomes, obviously it's all about me now, it's all about the money. And I was like, sisters haven't learned the white girl game. And I think white girls need to teach black women how to keep high value niggas. Because white women don't come into the game begging. And I'm gonna say this, and it's gonna sound fucked up.
They come in as damsels in distress, needing to be paid.
Right. But in the same token, a black woman know you got a bag. You can't act like you don't have a bag around a black woman. See, a white woman will let you go to Carl's and eat Hardee's in a Ferrari. A black woman be like, damn, we can't get no crab legs.
All black women, that is untrue. And I'm here for the high value black women, that's untrue.
No. Yeah.
You ever dated a man with money that wanted to do?
I want to get in the camera, but you're getting in the camera.
You need to mute. You need to mute. Gas. Mute. You ever dealt with a man of a certain ilk?
Wait, Herschel.
Hold on. You need to mute. And that you didn't expect certain things from him.
Herschel don't expect anything from anyone.
I'm not saying expect, but when you deal with a man that's a certain value, right? You don't expect to go on a date to Hardee's. You don't expect to get a bottle and just walk on the sand. The first date.
Hers, I'm sorry.
Hey.
I know I'm interrupting you, but I do have to say something because my man came in here and told me, which I was talking about with the bus driver. Do you know I'm a bus driver, right?
Right.
Okay, so at the end of the day, my dad was a bus driver.
This is not a subjective conversation. It's objective. And see, subjective means that we're talking about something, a person or a thing in particular. What the bus driver represented was a class level for somebody who thinks that they're above that class. Now, when you talk about people who are lawyers or entrepreneurs, they may have a problem, and you're a woman, so you don't bear the burden that a man burdens. You could work at McDonald's, and a nigga pull up there in a Ferrari and see your light-skinned ass face and save you. He be like, yo, you ain't never got to work there again. You seen what T.I. did in that video when T.I. said, you can have whatever you like. She was working at McDonald's, nigga.
What I'm saying,
Don't no woman with...
paved the way.
Who?
Being my dad, he had really paved the way. That's why my mom ain't never get married, because that picture looking good for her ass right now.
I understand that.
23.
It's like,
I understand, but we're talking about a totally different class. We're talking about people who have disposable cash, people who have built certain things. I understand where Ebony's coming from. Because as a man, me personally, woman I'm dating, my girl, she knows I make twice what she makes.
No.
Like
No.
that's she knows it. She's like, I make twice what she makes. But there's a level in this relationship. Whereas that there's a lot of things she don't pay for.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that she does pay for. I look at that to say is that are you dating on your class or are you dating on your race? Because you can find it's Italians, Puerto Ricans, Chinese. Do you want to be evenly yoked or you want to be black? Gas.
I want to.
You have to hit the mute button.
But why are you separating class with race? Like I can be equally yoked with a black man and everything that I desire in a black man. It's like you telling me, in order for me to get what I want, I cannot date a black man, and I refuse.
No,
to
what
Let me tell you something.
the one thing that I tell black women is to be realistic and be numbers based. And ask yourself, do you want to be loved? Do you want to have a partner? Because the person that may be evenly yoked for you may not be black. I know so many black women that's like, yo, I can't imagine laying down with no white man, that pink dick and all that. But you
I'm
can
one of them.
but you can imagine laying down with a nigga that's not on your level. A nigga that's condescending because you're ascending, you're rising, but he's not. And now he talked down to you. Are you willing to be in competition with 14 or 10 other women for one black man? For that black man.
Yes, Herschel, and I'm going to tell you that because that was my mom's situation. When my mom was dating my dad, he was doing his thing, and he was with the county for many, many years. He became head supervisor and everything. But guess what? It didn't matter because when he passed away, house was paid for, she get his pension. She don't give a fuck about them other bitches that came. But guess what? She was the wife.
Yeah, but you're talking about a wife. See, in order to be a wife, you got to be a woman or a girlfriend first. And so many of these sisters.
So, my dad didn't die from my mama. My dad died from cheating on my mama.
But she shared. See, at the end of the day, I don't know if we as a culture, I'd much rather have happy black women than mad black women. And if a black woman is being loved by any race of man, she's happy. I'm tired. I don't think black women should just be dating just black men. I'm sorry.
No, don't get me wrong. She loved my dad. She was married to him for 23 years. But he did things to her where she had to, she accepted for a long time. And guess what? She ended up coming out on top.
Yes, I mean in death. But in order to get to that point, you have to be in a relationship. So we're gonna get into another topic. I'm waiting for Boss Lady to come back. She probably refilling her drink. And this is a great conversation because we're elevating right now. But I want to talk about one thing that perturbs me. And it's called these ungrateful. Y'all ready for it?
Better not say women.
No, because this is an ungrateful bitch.
Oh my God. There you go.
Okay, so here we go. I ain't gonna share it yet. I'm gonna wait. So I'm gonna give y'all a little backstory to this, right? So this father, right? This hardworking black man, right? This guy buys his kids some school clothes. And his baby mother wowed on him. So we're going to check this out and we're going to break it down as it happened. All right, guys, you with me?
Go ahead. Yeah. Have you seen about him?
Let's take it back.
Put this damn already bought somebody's son to go to school for. And it's so son he starts school tomorrow.
I bought his stuff. I gave it to him when I dropped him out earlier.
Have you seen you bought him? Eat damn chicken but you can go to church.
What? I thought, what I do, Cole?
I know. Get out and look at
What's going on? Bro, you bought school cars, she still mad at you?
what you got on me for? Look at it. What?
I bought his stuff.
What the fuck are these? Old granddaddy nursing home shoes.
He ain't even paying, so he ain't even go to the next one.
You got nothing.
But, I mean,
He ain't got pants. He ain't got no pants.
Gas mute.
What it is?
tighter, wider.
It is. You got draws like this. They do the same draws. Skin mark draws. It is.
Are you throwing my stuff? I work hard. I spent my last on this.
It is. It is. So if you just going in the store picking up, you got skates. He a boy.
I ain't even see that.
I know you didn't see it. I know you didn't see it with some damn bad eyes. You don't see it like a bat. Oh my God, we ain't gonna talk about this. This a goddamn 4X, ain't it?
What?
God damn, it's a whole nother
Nah,
here.
What's the other side of their head? That polo.
This goddamn U.S. polo is so
Oh, come on here and do all this live stuff.
Don't hide. You got plant. Stay here.
My grandma.
Your grandma need to put your damn finger looking good shit.
What's going on?
Oh wow.
Yo, hold on, y'all. Let me stop this shit. This is hilarious. I can't no more, bro. Hold on. Hey, yo, can I say this? This is gonna sound like the worst reversal of anything I ever said in my life. I'm kind of with her on everything she said, my nigga. And I know this may sound ungrateful, and I know this may sound like a piece of shit, but I'm kind of with her on what she said, yo, my nigga. It ain't look like he took no effort to buy this kid no clothes, my nigga. I know the nigga, he said the little nigga didn't pass. He's slow, he fucking up. But I think that if you are fresh and you wear Jordans, your kid should not look like some bullshit. And you should be cognizant of the shit you buy your kid. Boss lady, is she ungrateful or was she in pocket? Talk to me, boss lady. I can't hear you, boss lady. Come in.
My kids, I don't know. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I don't have kids, so that's kind of a sticky situation for me. If he is not doing what he's supposed to do in school, like the basis is what he needs until he can do better.
I'm with you on that. Cause you ain't putting your drawings and your ass ain't doing what you supposed to do in school.
We rewarding bad behavior. Why are we rewarding failure? Why are we rewarding that? He did the basics. He made sure he had drawers, a shirt, pants, shoes. But if he's not doing what he's supposed to do, I'm supposed to buy him a Jordan.
I ain't saying Jordans. I ain't saying none of that shit.
None of that.
But what I'm saying to you is you're only compounding stress onto this kid by putting him in some bullshit. How can I learn when I'm going to get hiked on, a.k.a. tease? That's a New Jersey word. We call it hike. When we hike on you, that means we talking shit about you. I'm talking shit about you, and you fucking up in school. How is that supposed to help this boy?
Tighten up.
They need to tighten up. See, y'all raising these kids are soft.
Hello.
Someone took everything from me. She took my phone, my keys, my shoes, all that. Guess what? I went to school and did what I had to do to get it all back. Hello?
Hey, I agree with this guy's idea. I agree with his idea. But what I don't agree with is, dawg, you bought your son them damn shoes with the two straps. Nigga, you are tripping, okay? Because I ain't gonna lie, my kids going to school with Jordans, Air Forces, Scottie Pippens. Nigga, buy this man some all black shell toe Adidas. How dare you go into Walmart and get this nigga the shoes with the 2 straps?
He didn't pass. He didn't pass.
Nigga, I don't give a fuck if this nigga ain't passed a class in 2 years. Nigga, you gonna get these Adidas. How dare I go to Walmart and get you these shits that can't survive in the storm and rain that Miami has?
Don't say that.
Nigga, you ought to be ashamed of yourself.
If these kids fucking up, you got to give it to them. You got to earn
Man.
that shit the fuck back. Ain't no way that they should be having this shit.
No. It ain't no way that they should have them 13s. But this nigga about to get some Adidas shell toes, some shit with the thick bottom.
We can go to Walmart. We can get you the Walmart special, and you earn that shit.
Listen, I don't know about no special. I don't know that no special that Walmart has.
I would
So
never.
that's one. Second,
$5 t-shirt.
if it is a special in that bitch, we not getting this man no sneakers with the 2 straps.
Boss
Because he
lady.
didn't pass.
When we was growing up, we was at Payless.
Who's that Payless?
Who was a lot of people was at Payless and Kmart. Stop playing with us. When we was little kids.
Shit, nigga, this a polo shirt on. Nigga, what the fuck you talking about?
Hold on. Sears, we was at Polo. We was at Payless. We was at motherfucking Sears. We was at Kmart. And Jake, stop playing with us.
J.C. Penney's was kind of lit,
Hold
though.
on.
They had that St. John's Bay back in the day. J.C. Penney's is alright, though. My mother, hey, yo.
Back in the day, I ain't gonna lie, I had to take pictures one time. I told Hattie, I said, hey, I need a shirt. I need a shirt because, you know, we supposed to take pictures tomorrow. You know, my face breaking out and shit. I'm the ugliest nigga there. Can you get me some fucking shirts? You know, my grandma came back. She came back with the Tommy Hill figure with the tag hanging from the front of it. The red, blue, and white tag. You think my grandma, even though this nigga is bad, retarded, and a little dysfunctional, you think she went to fucking Walmart and said, I'm gonna get this nigga the shoe with the 2 straps? That's where you're wrong.
See,
That's where you're fucking wrong.
That is the problem with how parents are today.
Well, let it be a problem.
No.
Go ahead, D. Go ahead, D. Hold on, let D talk. Let D talk. Let D.
I want to talk to Boss Lady right now. At the end of the day, Boss Lady, let me talk to you. At the end of the day, it's a lot of cute shit from Walmart. What it is, Children's Place and stuff like that. People be some people be into that. What it is, that name brand shit. Listen, we ain't gotta do that. Your kids can look cute for the low.
Not when they go in my room and see I got 48 pairs of Jordans. And my daughter is like, I got 3 pairs of sneakers. What the fuck? I did that. Like, my daughter was fucking up last year. She was fucking up.
My kids do too.
And I didn't buy her shit last year. She swindled a pair of Jordans out of her aunt. But in my house, you don't get dope shit if you don't earn it. I always had dope clothes because I got good clothes.
Listen. This coming from a man. I'm sorry. I can't listen to this nigga. When I was young, my grades were perfect in school. I go to this nigga house. He got $300 boots. Oh, these waterproof. Look at these. Gore-Tex boots.
Boss Lady, I'm sorry. I wore Payless all the way up into middle school.
Me too.
Do you think that gave you character, boss lady?
Yeah.
I would like to see your face, but it's okay. But
I'm here. Somebody else took it off.
no. But as far why do you think that gave you character by not having? Wouldn't it give you more or less a complex? Make you more materialistic?
No, it actually did the opposite. I don't care for name brand things now. It made me a stronger person. I was able to.
Can't see your face. Back up a little bit, boss lady.
I was able to stand up on my own too.
Like I became independent.
Not following the crowd. Not saying.
And raise your camera up just a little bit. Just a tad. Because we're getting a lot of chest action. There we go. What kind of car you drive now?
I don't have a car. I have two homes though. I don't have a car.
Shit that appreciates.
Right. Exactly.
Shit that
Don't care nothing about,
appreciates.
I don't care nothing about no shoes, no clothes. And that built character. My mama refused to do all of that because she knew that was a means to an end. So,
I would say that me having all those materialistic things growing up, it kind of made me materialistic ass nigga. It kind of, but it also made me very free to give because I always had. I never, you know what I'm saying? There's been times I done dressed niggas because they didn't have nothing to wear to go to somewhere, and it was like, go in my closet, get what the fuck you want. I don't give a fuck if you wear my sneakers. I don't, because I had, you know what I'm saying? So for me, it was a duel. It was a double-edged sword because I didn't give a fuck about material shit. You know, when most of my friends got their first car, you know, they wiped their car down every day. They clean. I had my first car. I didn't give a fuck because I always had shit. So it always made me a giver. Because when you don't have, a lot of times you become a hoarder. You become a person that all your good fortune, you the type of person that really don't want to give it up. You know what I'm saying? So I like to say that as well. But
I mean, in the same regard, my mom always bought me things quietly. She did it how white people do it. So, for example, yes, she would go to Kmart and get me a nice new outfit with the matching shoes, but as a 7, 8-year-old, I had a real Fendi around my bed, or a real Gucci, or a real Louis. So we did things like that. I always had as well, but when it came to shoes and stuff like that, I just never got into it. But that made me a giver as well because I always had. I'm my only child. He overgave me things as well, so it was kind
that
of
was
like
my
that.
situation. I was, you know, you get a compensation level when you don't have a father, when you don't have
Right.
certain things there. They try to overcompensate, and
Right.
as far as that, but and because we're streaming on Facebook and Instagram, and moving forward, because I know you're tired, you probably got a date. What does the future hold? Like I know you're doing this you're doing the real estate, but in the next 6 months, what's the next news we're gonna hear from you? What's in the works right now?
I'm pivoting into commercial real estate, so I'm looking for lots for. I really want a car wash, like a monthly car wash, or something like
Back
that.
up a little bit so we can see your whole face. So you want a car
I've
wash?
been looking. Yeah, I really want a car wash, so I've been looking into commercial real estate. I'm going to pivot into commercial real estate in my next sector, as well as I'm doing more speaking engagements and a lot of networking. Because that thing.
So if I'm a young investor right now, and I need help, I got an 800 credit score. I'm sitting on a couple 30,000, 40,000. How do I reach out to you so that I can probably get into investing and buying property in Atlanta? How do I reach out to you? What's the best way?
The best way you can reach out to me is on my website at www.bossladies, BOSSLADIIS.net. That has my email and all of my telephone numbers. And you can also see what I have going on with my ebooks. All of my short-term rentals are on there, even my credit. All of my businesses on that one website. So you're able to see not only what I'm doing, you're able to reach out if you want to be a part of it.
Our shit went dead now.
Yeah, we figured that. Monique is recording as well. Plus, we streaming on Facebook, so don't even trip. So that's what I kind of wanted to end with, Boss Lady. I kind of wanted.
My bad, man. I had to.
It's okay. It's always. See, when you deal with a partner, it's always this nigga. I think he's in the Everglades. But at the end of the day, you know, I want people to be able to reach out to you. And I think a great program for you to start is that Young Homeowners Invested program, or the short-term Airbnb game. I think if you outlined it the right way, because I got a client for you. I got somebody I want to put in contact with you ASAP. Credit right, she got money, and she can travel, and she's willing to do this. You know what I'm saying? Gas, what you got? You got anything? We're going to wrap it up, man. We don't want to keep people on here too long, man.
Hey man, I just appreciate everybody for tuning in. Thank y'all. We trying to get the numbers high. Y'all fuck with us because it's a lot of bullshit out there. I think my home girl Larry Niece. Y'all call her boss lady. I'm gonna have to start calling her boss lady.
That's the boss lady.
But
You
thank
can
her
call
for
me.
coming.
You can call me Larry. It's fine.
So I appreciate her for coming.
And
you know,
Y'all gotta have me back.
no, I got a slot for
of
you,
course, whenever you want to come.
and I got a slot for you. I got a show. We got a show called Venus versus Mars, and it's a relationship-based show. It's about dating. It's about, well, you can't relate, to actually being a parent, but it's about the dating aspect and just the battle between men and women. And I think that we air on Monday nights. I would love for you to be a part of that. It's 9 o'clock. We go for about an hour and a half. If you're not on a date or buying a house or something like that, I would love for you to be a part of the network. Once again, this is HGM TV. HGM stands for Hustlers Getting Money. Beats, Bars, and Convo. All day, Hustlers Getting Money. That's what HGM is about. You know what I'm saying? So we streaming live. I'm gonna have Gas tag you in on it. And yeah, so I'm gonna drop my handle. I'm Brooke Acosta, America's favorite asshole. This is Gas, aka Teddy Riley. He's always got a technical issue. And we got the Oprah of the housing market, aka Boss Lady. And once again, all you have to do is like, subscribe. The channel on YouTube is Beats, Bars, and Combo. Just hit the button. It costs you nothing. So motherfuckers stop fronting. That's all you gotta do. Is share it. Brooke Acosta, Boss
Hit
Lady.
the button if you want me back. Hit the button if you want to see
Boss Lady, I'm gonna send you a link to our Venus podcast. It's virtual as well, but they talk about a lot of good things. Or, you could come in and out of the game show and be our female correspondent. But once again, I'm Brooke Acosta. We out, and y'all know what it is. One.